The Legend of Muhammad Ali. A slow-motion clip of Ali in the ring, fists raised, surrounded by cheering fans. He was known by many names: the greatest, the people's champion, and simply Muhammad Ali. His life was a story of triumph, defiance, and undeniable greatness. But what made Ali not just a boxing legend, but a global icon? The birth of a legend. Cut to vintage photos of Louisville, Kentucky. Born Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr. on January 17, 1942, in Louisville, Kentucky, he grew up in a segregated America where opportunities for black individuals were limited. But even as a child, Ali showed signs of greatness. Show footage of young Ali training or interviews with his family. At just 12 years old, after his bike was stolen, young Cassius decided he wanted to learn how to fight. And from that moment, boxing was never the same. He started training with a local police officer, Joe Martin, who introduced him to the world of boxing, and it was clear that Cassius had a natural gift. His speed, agility, and his brash confidence set him apart from other fighters. The rise to fame. Montage of Ali's early fights. Ali's boxing career took off like a rocket. In 1960, he won a gold medal at the Rome Olympics. But it wasn't until 1964 that the world truly started to take notice. At just 22 years old, he defeated Sonny Liston to become the world heavyweight champion. Footage of the Liston fight. He famously proclaimed, "I am the greatest," and he wasn't wrong. He had a boldness, a charisma that was unheard of in boxing, and the world couldn't look away. But this victory was just the beginning of Ali's rise to superstardom. His personality was unlike anything the sports world had seen before. Ali wasn't just a boxer. He was a showman, a poet, and a revolutionary in his own right. The controversy and activism. Clip of Ali at a protest, refusing to fight in Vietnam. But Ali was more than just a fighter in the ring. His real strength came from his ability to challenge the status quo. In 1967, during the height of the Vietnam War, Ali refused to be drafted into the military, citing his religious beliefs and opposition to the war. His defiance led to him being stripped of his boxing titles and banned from the sport. Show footage of Ali speaking on TV, in the courtroom, and training outside the ring. For 3 years, Ali couldn't fight, but it only fueled his legend. He became a symbol of resistance, standing up not just for himself, but for his community and for the downtrodden everywhere. Ali famously said, "I ain't got no quarrel with them Viet Cong." He refused to fight in a war he believed was unjust, and in doing so, he risked his career and his freedom. The period of exile was a pivotal time in Ali's life. While his competitors like Joe Frazier and George Foreman were rising in the rankings, Ali's name remained in the public eye for his stance on civil rights and social justice. This time of reflection and activism was vital in shaping his public persona, not just as a boxer, but as a global figure of resistance and integrity. The comeback in legendary fights. Montage of the famous Ali fights. Thrilla in Manila, Rumble in the Jungle. In 1970, Ali was reinstated and began a comeback that would forever solidify his status as a boxing legend. His battles with George Foreman in Zaire and Joe Frazier in the Thriller in Manila were beyond legendary. Each fight was a battle not just of fists, but of wills. Show iconic moments. Ali's rope-a-dope strategy, his poetry, his trash talk. Ali's Rumble in the Jungle against George Foreman in 1974 remains one of the greatest sporting events in history. The fight took place in Kinshasa, Zaire, and was a true spectacle. Ali, using his famous rope-a-dope strategy, allowed Foreman to punch himself out before striking back with powerful combinations. His victory over the younger, stronger Foreman shocked the world and marked the beginning of the second phase of his career. His 1975 fight against Joe Frazier, the Thriller in Manila, was equally iconic. After 14 brutal rounds, Ali emerged victorious, claiming the title of the greatest once again. But this wasn't just a fight for the championship. It was a battle for survival, a fight that would define the toughness and resilience of both men for years to come. The personal life and struggles. Despite his success in the ring, Ali's personal life was far from perfect. His marriages, his relationships with his children, and the toll that boxing took on his body were well documented. He was a man who struggled with his own demons, while the world saw him as an invincible hero. But Ali was never shy about his flaws. He spoke openly about his faith, his love of family, and his desire to leave behind a legacy greater than just boxing titles. Show clips of Ali with his family, charity work, and public appearances. Ali was a devoted family man. His bond with his children, especially his daughter Layla Ali, who would go on to become a boxing champion herself, was one of the most important aspects of his life. He also dedicated much of his time to charity work and helping the less fortunate. His work in the 1980s and 1990s, particularly in the Middle East and Africa, showed his commitment to peace, diplomacy, and global unity. The legacy and impact. Clips of Ali in later life, his involvement with charity, his Parkinson's diagnosis. After his retirement in 1981, Ali's health began to decline, and in 1984, he was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. But even as his physical strength diminished, his impact remained just as strong. Show clips of him lighting the Olympic torch in 1996 public appearances. Ali's influence stretched far beyond boxing. He became a global ambassador for peace, charity, and social justice. His refusal to back down in the face of adversity made him a hero not just to fans, but to anyone fighting for what's right. In 1996, he lit the Olympic torch at the Atlanta Games, a moment that symbolized his journey from a controversial athlete to a universally beloved figure. Why he's still a legend. Clips of modern athletes, young people quoting Ali. So why does Muhammad Ali still hold the title of the greatest, even years after his passing in 2016? It's because his legacy is more than just the sum of his boxing titles. It's about the man who used his platform to stand for something bigger than himself. Footage of people around the world celebrating his life, his quotes being used in modern media. He showed us that greatness isn't just about victory. It's about how you carry yourself in the toughest of times. It's about daring to speak your truth, no matter the cost. His famous quotes, such as, "I am the greatest. I said that even before I knew I was. And service to others is the rent you pay for your room here on earth," continue to inspire and challenge us today. Closing thoughts. Closing shot of Ali in the ring, smiling with his championship belts. Muhammad Ali may have been known for his fists, but it was his heart, his mind, and his spirit that will forever keep him a legend. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Ali may be gone, but his words, his fight, and his legacy will continue to inspire the world for generations to come. End credits. Music fades out with a tribute quote by Ali. "I am the greatest. I said that even before I knew I was."